So let's start with a hard truth about scaling a modern business.
Yeah.
Efficiency and automation.
Mm.
They are, well, they're no longer optional. They're really the twin engines of survival.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not optimizing every single routine process, you are basically conceding ground to your competitors.
Mm-hmm.
But, and here's the problem that stalls almost everyone,
Mm-hmm.
implementation.
Right. That's the wall we all hit constantly. Setting up truly robust automation systems.
Mm.
It's a huge lift.
Huge. The workflows, the sales funnels, all that interconnected complexity, it requires resources. It requires specialized expertise that, frankly, most growing businesses, especially SMBs, they simply don't have.
And that's the frustration. I mean, we read articles about AI and automation every day, right? But the solutions, they often look like this sort of patchwork quilt.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, you're stitching together a CRM, then a separate chatbot, a workflow tool, an analytics platform. And that patchwork, it just introduces massive friction points.
Compatibility issues.
Compatibility, maintenance overhead, and just setup headaches that, they accelerate the time to failure. Our deep dive today is focused on analyzing a strategic shift away from that.
Moving away from those disparate tools.
Exactly. Moving toward true integrated solutions. We are unpacking a specific, synthesized strategic tool that's designed to eliminate that complexity from day one.
And our sources point us toward a specific model that really exemplifies this shift. It's Growth Right Solutions' concept of the AI employee.
Mm-hmm.
And this is being framed not just as software, but as a complete pre-integrated strategic asset, something designed to overhaul operations by delivering maximum automation with minimal deployment friction.
The core insight here, and it's a big one, is that the value isn't in the parts. It's in the single, seamless whole. So for service providers, for you, the managed service provider, this model suggests a path to offering profound efficiency without inheriting a decade of integration debt. Okay, let's unpack this. Our mission is clear. We need to understand the architecture of this seamless AI package.
Right. Specifically, the 6 powerful components that make up this AI employee idea. And I think most critically, we need to analyze what securing the ability to deploy this means right now for service providers. The ones vying to lead the automation market and secure those significant high-margin opportunities.
The key conceptual shift is moving from thinking about software features to thinking about a strategic employee.
Like a new hire.
Exactly like a new hire. If you hire someone, you don't give them 3 different computers that don't talk to each other. They need one cohesive system. The source material emphasizes that this solution provides that inherent integration.
And that's the strategic advantage.
That's it. It cuts the implementation timeline drastically, which immediately lowers the cost basis for you, the MSP, and it accelerates the time to ROI for your client.
That certainly streamlines the pitch. We're deploying one AI employee. It's clean. So let's get into the blueprint. For a single entity to handle the vast operational needs of an SMB, what exactly are the core components here? What makes up this architecture?
We have identified 6 core components. Each one targets a mission-critical function. But the real power, as we said, is in how the data and instructions flow between them. Think of them as specialized departments within that single employee.
Okay, let's introduce them one by one, starting with, I guess, the immediate front line of the business, external communications. We start with voice AI.
Right. This is your automated front desk. It's designed to manage high-volume inbound calls, handle basic triage, and then route complex inquiries intelligently.
So moving past the phone, we hit the digital interaction layer. That's conversation AI.
Yep. This handles all your non-voice digital interactions, live chat, SMS, social DMs, ensuring consistent, intelligent, and immediate responses across every single channel. Next, addressing something critical: social proof and customer feedback. Reviews AI. This manages reputation, it identifies sentiment, and it automatically solicits and responds to feedback. It basically turns passive customers into active advocates.
And the foundation for all the digital outreach: content AI.
This generates your marketing copy, email sequences, social posts, ad creative. It ensures the external message stays fresh and optimized for engagement. And now the internal connective tissue, the thing that manages the entire process. Workflow AI Assistant. This is the operational core. It's managing triggers, task assignments, data flow between systems. And it ensures follow-through without any manual intervention.
And finally, the revenue driver: funnel AI.
This refines and optimizes the sales journey itself. It makes sure leads are nurtured efficiently and conversion rates are maximized. That combination voice, conversation, reviews, content, workflow, and funnel, that creates your entirely automated operational layer. And what's fascinating here is that the system targets operational areas that are historically the most volatile and labor-intensive for SMBs. This isn't just, task automation. It's operational streamlining aimed at driving measurable growth metrics.
Okay, let's get into the technical flow because this is where the deep dive really begins. We've heard the names, but how does this integrated system actually perform a complex action?
Absolutely. Let's trace a customer's journey. Imagine a prospect calls one of your client's businesses. Voice AI answers.
Okay.
It determines the nature of the call. Let's say it's a pricing inquiry, and based on the integrated rule set, it captures the caller's details. That data is immediately passed to the workflow AI assistant.
So the workflow AI immediately logs this as a sales inquiry. What happens if the prospect then hangs up and decides to switch to the website chat?
Great question. Because the system is unified, the conversation AI immediately knows who that prospect is. It recognizes the context from the voice AI interaction.
So it's not asking the same basic questions all over again.
Exactly. No more, who are you and how can I help? It serves hyper-personalized follow-up information. The conversation AI assesses their questions and could potentially trigger a personalized email sequence generated by content AI.
So maybe a case study relevant to their industry.
Precisely. And it's all managed and scheduled by the workflow AI assistant.
That's powerful, but what happens if the customer has a negative interaction? Let's say the conversation AI couldn't resolve the issue, the customer's getting frustrated.
This raises an important question about the limitations of automation. A truly strategic system has to handle failure gracefully.
Right.
In this integrated model, the conversation AI analyzes sentiment in real time. If that sentiment score drops below a preset threshold, the workflow AI assistant immediately escalates the interaction.
So it doesn't just send an email.
No, it might flag a human team member for immediate manual intervention, and it tags the interaction for review. It acts as the safety net, preventing automation from alienating a customer.
That makes a lot of sense. It's the workflow AI assistant's job to ensure continuity and, prevent disaster. That's a critical function for an MSP offering this service. You need to assure your clients that the AI won't cause some irreparable harm.
Exactly. And once the customer is converted, thanks in large part to the constant optimization happening through funnel AI, which is monitoring drop-offs and improving lead sequencing, the final components kick in. The funnel AI success trigger alerts the reviews AI.
So the reviews AI knows exactly when to ask for feedback, maximizing the chance of getting a positive response.
Precisely. It's timing the solicitation for that optimal moment post-sale. And then, crucially, it monitors the review platforms. If a positive review comes in, the reviews AI drafts and posts a personalized thank you.
And if it's negative?
If a negative review surfaces, the workflow AI assistant is alerted, and a specific damage control protocol is triggered. That often involves internal staff and maybe an external-facing response drafted by content AI.
The integration here is what eliminates all the friction and, frankly, all the management time. I can see why the sources emphasize that the value is rooted in the high margins this structure provides for the MSP. You aren't billing hours for custom integration. You're billing for deploying an already unified operational brain.
And the return on investment for the client is equally measurable. I mean, it's profound. We aren't talking about marginal gains here. We're talking about automating frontline customer service, optimizing follow-up, securing reputation, and driving revenue. The data flow ensures that every piece of intelligence feeds the next action, leading to demonstrable improvements.
Things you can actually show them.
Yes. Like decreased call handling time, higher conversion rates. This measurable ROI is what MSP clients are demanding today.
This deep dive has really clarified the technical side, the integrated nature of this type of solution. Now let's pivot hard to the market opportunity, because this solution is landing in a market that is not standing still. And here's where it gets really interesting. The source material contains a critical finding for our audience, and it's this. Small to medium businesses have already, decisively, budgeted for AI and automation implementation in 2026.
Wow.
This isn't theoretical adoption. The decision to invest has been made. The capital has been earmarked. That fact changes the strategic timeline completely. We are no longer debating if SMBs will automate. We are discussing who will guide them. The money is set aside for implementation starting next year.
Which raises an important question.
If the investment decision is final, who is going to lead these SMBs into their automated future? Who will ensure they deploy the right, scalable, seamless tools?
It is an immediate moment of market leadership. The MSP, who establishes themselves as the trusted AI and automation partner today, is the one who secures that 2026 budget.
If you wait, you're too late.
Exactly. If you wait until 2026 to start formulating your strategy, that budget will have already been allocated to the service provider who stepped up early with a comprehensive, low-friction solution.
The challenge isn't just having automation, it's providing the right automation. A system that doesn't overwhelm the client with setup complexity. Someone is going to lead this massive market transformation. The goal for you, the listener, is ensuring that leader is you, and the strategic path outlined in the sources is unambiguous. MSPs must become an AI and automation partner now. A system built on this AI employee blueprint. High integration, low deployment effort. It allows you to rapidly onboard clients, deliver immediate, tangible ROI proof points, and capitalize on the high margins that come with selling a cohesive, strategic package, not just a collection of separate licenses. So a platform like GrowthRight Solutions, with its expertise in this integrated model, it positions the MSP to capture that 2026 budget wave.
That's the opportunity.
The time sensitivity is just undeniable. If you are an MSP focused on expansion, securing a leadership position in this AI budget wave, it requires an immediate pivot towards simplified, high-impact offerings. You need the seamless solution that eliminates those setup headaches for the client and allows you to deliver instant, quantifiable value. To bring this back full circle, the complexity of automation has always been the inhibitor. The integrated AI employee concept, built around voice, conversation, reviews, content, workflow, and funnel AI, is the strategic answer to that complexity. It's the blueprint for how MSPs can deploy profound efficiency quickly, securing their client relationships and their market share. So what does this all mean? The market is moving. Automation is essential. The budget is officially set by SMBs for 2026 implementation. The immediate imperative is to secure the partnership, adopt the seamless strategy, and lead that growth. You need to be the designated guide for that budget, offering the solution that reduces implementation friction to zero. And let's leave you with this final thought, building on the urgency of that 2026 budget fact. If the capital is already earmarked, and the need for efficiency is truly no longer optional, what specific mission-critical revenue-generating task could you automate this week, thereby establishing your leadership and proving your value? If you already had a seamless six-part AI employee handling everything from inbound calls to funnel optimization working for you and for your clients, consider the exponential impact of adopting that market leadership position immediately.